Welcome to Year 11 History. Here's what we'll be studying next year. We'll look at 20th century history, right the way from 1918 to 39 in the first half through to the Cold War later. We'll be looking at ideology and conflict, and all of that period of time in between the First and Second World Wars, how things happened, why things happened, and what kind of political leaders were involved. We'll also be looking at cultural changes and how life changed for people around about that time. So we'll look at film, culture in Germany, the Great Depression, fashions, prohibition, and the rise of Nazism in that context. As I said, later we'll look at the Cold War. We'll be looking at the Cuban Missile Crisis, Vietnam, nuclear disarmament, and the kind of big struggles between the two ideologies of communism and capitalism. And finally, we'll start to look at a little bit more of the way of challenge and change for some smaller areas, such as apartheid in South Africa. We'll also look at the civil rights struggle in the southern states of the US, and we'll touch on things like the Troubles, liberation struggles in various different countries, and other things along those lines. These are some of the things that this will teach you. Research, critical thinking skills, debating skills, how to win arguments, where we came from and how we got here. And here are just some of the jobs that you could end up doing if you did a history ECE. Finally, if nothing else, if there was ever a time when it's useful to understand how the world could easily slip into violent authoritarianism and how it gets there, it's now. Thank you for listening.